And welcome to the O'Connor Orchestra Character in Concert and Senior Recognition Performance. I'm Jacob Eddy, the O'Connor Orchestra President. Tonight we are featuring our varsity full JV concert and string orchestras conducted by Ms. Johnson and Mr. Jung. We thank you for your attendance and hope you enjoy our fun performance. I live in two worlds, one of family made of blood and one of family made of music. Looking past on these 4 years, I can't help but be so grateful for the family I've come to love in this orchestra. This orchestra is my family made of music. I've had the great pleasure of meeting some of the best people in this orchestra, some of whom will continue to be lifelong friends. This orchestra is what I turn to in times of need. This orchestra is why I dedicate my life to music. My freshman year, I barely knew anyone. I was a little freshman in varsity. I didn't even talk to Miss Johnson. I hate to admit it, but I was scared of her. She's laughing back there right now, but it's true, I was terrified of her. Despite that, she never neglected me and always made sure I was taken care of. With freshman year being cut short and sophomore year being online, I didn't have a chance to connect with my orchestra. It wasn't until I returned to the school during the end of my sophomore year that I began to find my family. I would skip my Zoom classes and come to the orchestra rooms to practice, but really I would just talk to Miss Johnson. She became my mentor, someone who I wanted to be most like. Throughout my junior and senior year, I have never once doubted that Miss Johnson wouldn't be my biggest supporter. She listened to all my problems, whether they were real or just in my head. She comforted me at my lowest and praised me at my highest. I wouldn't be standing here today talking to you all if not for Miss Johnson. I would still be the shy kid in the back of the orchestra. I am profoundly grateful for these past 4 years. They have shaped my life in ways I never would have thought of. I cannot wait to continue my musical career at the Manhattan School of Music, a college I would have never gotten into without the support of Miss Johnson. I owe all my success these past 4 years to the greatest mentor I've ever had. And I am deeply and wholeheartedly thankful for you, Ms. Johnson. And I am thankful for this family that I am sadly leaving. Thank you for coming to tonight to support our program. We hope you enjoy these pieces.
Hello, I'm Hector Frosto, the Orchestra Council Vice President. Next, I'd like to introduce William Wiest and Hannah Mireles, performing their senior violin and viola duet by Handel. Thank you.
Conley, the orchestra tech manager. Next is the Varsity String Orchestra performing a viola concerto by Cassidicius featuring soloist William Wiest.
Orchestra Secretary. Performing next is a 7-period string orchestra followed by a concert orchestra, then combined together. Please help me welcome the concertmaster, Andrea Gustafsson.
is Charlize Reagan, Orchestra Stage Manager. Performing next is the Varsity Full Orchestra, featuring a piece composed and conducted by Senior Jacob Eddy.
Adam Will Weist, Orchestra Vice President. Performing next is the Junior Varsity Orchestra. Please help me welcome their concertmaster, Apollo Machuca.
Stanfield Orchestra Librarian. Performing next is the Varsity Full Orchestra with senior bassist Braden Connolly performing the Dragonetti Bass Concerto.
sleeve, and Mr. Bradford. Mr. Bradford, can you come out here, please? So we actually have a very, they're going to put while we talk. We have a very rich tradition here at O'Connor that started even before I got here, where we combine the strings and the band into a symphony orchestra. And it is not a class, it's something they do outside of class, so kids have to come usually Mondays after school and Thursday mornings and to be part of this. And it's especially awesome that the band kids do it because they do it because they want to do it, and they were selected to do it. So I owe Mr. Bradford so much and his woodwind, brass, and percussion students for keeping that tradition of full orchestra alive and just adding so much to our program. We recently performed, or they did, shall I say, performed at the Tobin Center. We were invited through YOSA Invitational, and it was just such an epic, beautiful performance. So I just wanted to bring Mr. Bradford up here and thank him for being such a good colleague and friend. Can I have the woodwinds that are here playing and percussion, can you please stand and be recognized for all of your efforts? There's a lot more that they were playing on Jacob's piece that were dismissed earlier, and I want to thank them too. So just wanted to say a few words on that. Thank you, students. All right, so the next activity that we're going to be doing is, of course, we cannot let tonight go by without honoring our seniors who have been with us since 2019, and have gone through some crazy difficult times, especially with orchestra and not getting, a year and a half of orchestra. So they persevered so much. So I want to go ahead and honor them. We have 25 seniors that we're going to introduce to you and give a little gift to. So if I can have my tech theater students pull up the senior slideshow, please. And we will keep the varsity orchestra on stage. If you're a senior, you are invited up to stage. You don't need your instrument, we just need you. Line up here, all 25. Give them a hand, guys. Don't be shy, come closer. There you go. 4 years, blood, sweat, and tears. Awesome. Is this all 25, hopefully? Okay, we have enough room? Okay, this is them. So we're going to go ahead and go in alpha order first. So let's go ahead. I don't know if we can stop the slides, but if we can't, it's okay. So I'll just introduce them one at a time, just in alphabetical order. So we are going to start with this student. I remember for having such an academic drive and always caring so much about doing well in all his classes, especially orchestra, and just having such a kind spirit. So I would like to present a certificate and a flower. Thank you, boosters, for taking care of that. Philip Adamos. Okay, next, I will remember this sweet student for her wonderfully sweet smile and for her mad crocheting skills. I really enjoy having Faith Aldama. Okay, this next student, also an avid crocheter, actually inspired my daughter to start crocheting. I'll always remember her for teaching herself a very difficult violin solo that actually got her into varsity. So Brittany Boatman. Okay, next we have this student I'm very fond of. She spent a lot of time on her 8th period, would come every single day and talk to me and say hello, and was always willing to help and fill in when things were needed in the officer position and the Panther Camerata. So I want to welcome up Erin Brem. Okay, this next student I will remember for participating in lots of extra orchestra activities such as private lessons, YOSA, community orchestra, and also for being such a super violist and an inspiration to our viola section. Arwen Cantu. Okay, this next student has such a sweet demeanor and the ability to balance lots of extracurriculars at once and doing it so gracefully. Bella Carrizales. Okay, and this next student, I have to congratulate for pushing the pedal to the metal, as you would say. I don't know if I said that right. Starting his junior year, making All-State and being one of the only students to do so in 6 years here at O'Connor, and just spending so much time confiding in me and in the office. We just had such a great year together. So Braden Connolly. Okay, this next student I'll remember for her caringness. She was one of the first students to text me and check in on me when my injury happened. And her fondness and closeness to all her friends and being such a good friend of the orchestra, Ana Dominguez. Okay, so this student, as you saw already in this concert, conducting, composing, being an awesome violinist, such a fierce leader in this orchestra, and definitely respected member of this program, has done so much for us just behind the scenes and every day, Jacob Eddy. Okay, I will remember this student for being both a musician and an athlete, which I myself did that, and so did my brother. It takes a special breed to do that. And for always trying and not giving up on cello, Riddick Gage. Okay, this next student I will remember for just being such a devoted student, always fulfilling her academic and orchestra commitments, and being one of the few around during virtual learning. I really enjoyed getting to know her during that time. That's Emma Glenn. Okay, and this next student, very meticulous, such attention to detail, organized, is the person that started this beautiful slideshow that you see here, and just such a massively respectful young lady. I hope my daughter turns out just like her. Karina Gutierrez. Okay, I'd like to applaud this student for never giving up when things get hard and not being afraid to play out and be leader of the orchestra, Josh Hernandez. Halfway through, thanks for being patient. Okay, this student, for always having a smile on her face, stopping by to see me every chance she could, and switching to viola from violin when we needed it the most, her JV year, Brianna Little. Okay, this next student, I will remember for always coming to orchestra at lunchtime, one of the few to do so almost every day to practice, and always asking for help when needed, just trying his hardest to always do his best on violin, Dean Martinez. this cello student of mine that I will always remember for her musical performance of Bach, which earned her a superior rating at Solo Ensemble, and just being willing to be such a good leader in varsity orchestra on cello, Natalie Menchaca. Okay, we heard the student perform earlier. She is the supreme leader of the viola section and lots of time in the orchestra room. Super devoted no matter what's going on in her life. I will miss the student dearly, Hannah Morales. Okay, this student, I applaud for sticking with orchestra, always confiding in me, and no matter what's going on, he's always showed me respect and always stayed in orchestra no matter what. That's Marcus Nalfastrada. Is he here today? I don't think he made it today. We'll clap for him. Okay, I seem to have lots of really talented crocheters. So this one, crocheting queen as well. She actually made a really cute stuffed penguin for my daughter for Christmas. I'll never forget that. I'll think of her every time I see it. And she had fifth period lunch with us, and we had lots of good talks, and she talked to me more this year than ever, so I will remember Lila Reyes. Okay, this student I remember for our fun times spent together on trips. He was always so good at coming along with us, and for being such a good student and expanding his horizons by joining music theory this year, Colin Shimshek. Okay, and this next student I am so proud of for sticking with orchestra his senior year and helping carry the cello section, especially his JV year. That's Bobby Solis. Okay, this next student is really good at communicating. If there was any kind of conflict, I could always count on him sending me a message, and for always fulfilling his commitments. He comes from a musical family, and he definitely kept that tradition going. Nicholas Stewart. Doing more, doing good. Okay, so we have this next student. I also want to applaud for sticking with orchestra one more year. She's a very busy young lady, works a lot. Also doubled her skills in varsity soccer, Madison Vigil. Okay, this student you heard play earlier, supreme leader of the orchestra on violin and viola. Isn't that amazing? And just so awesomely talented at music theory as well. He just took the music theory AP exam last week and has just done so much for the orchestra, William Wiest. And last but not least, I would like to applaud this student for always taking criticism like a champ and sticking with us for all 4 years. Such a beautiful person inside and out, Heather Williams. Okay, so I hope I didn't miss anyone. Is that everyone? Yes. Okay. Ooh, I'm so nervous about that. Okay, and another thing I want to announce is a special award. So every year our orchestra boosters, we fundraise to do this, to be able to give out scholarships to our seniors in the amount of $750. We normally give 3. This year we decided to give 4 because y'all did so amazing on the fundraiser and the points were so close. So I would like to announce those scholarship recipients this evening. Okay, our first scholarship, Orchestra Booster Scholarship recipient, Braden Connolly. Jacob Eddy. And our last recipient, William Wiest. We wish you luck on all your endeavors. Okay, so I think that does it. Parents, if you want to come take a quick picture of your senior, this is a moment that we never want to forget. And I'm inviting you guys to come up now.
These flowers are for our amazing directors throughout this whole year have supported this entire orchestra. Even when Ms. Johnson wasn't here, supported us from the sidelines. It was a rough year for some people, and she supported us no matter what. And this is for Ms. Johnson. And for Mr. John, his first year at O'Connor, our new assistant director, did an outstanding job. Mr. John, where are you?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the seniors back to their seats. Thank you again, guys. You will be missed. So, I owe everybody an apology for being out since May 2nd. I wish it was a good story of like I was, defending my children from a charging bear or something like that. But it really wasn't. I just clumsily fell off my kitchen counter and missed the stool coming down and went down really hard. So I had surgery on May 12th, unfortunately, and I've been on the mend. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss out on some summer activities, but it is what it is. And I just want to apologize to my students again for abandoning them. It was not by choice, but I miss them dearly, and it just makes me realize just how much I love them and how much I love what I do, and I will be here until retirement. Hopefully, 7 or 8, maybe 10 years if my daughter decides to come through. So thank you so much for your patience, guys, and again, I'm so sorry for being out, but they kept things going. Don't they sound good tonight? Just right? So proud of our program. We accomplished so much. We've had fun concerts, we've had socials, we've had buddy events with our upperclassmen and our freshmen. We've had great representation at all regions, solo and ensemble. We were the only school in our region, in our whole region, Northside, Bernie, this whole area, to get 3 UIL sweepstakes at UIL. We had an all-state bass player. We had 8 students qualify for solo and ensemble at state level. And we just recently performed a very fine performance at the Tobin Center through the YOSA Invitational. So we've had a supremely successful year. Give the kids another hand. Okay, and this next group of students I would like to call up and present with a certificate. This is our first year to actually have an established string quintet, that whenever the school asks or whenever somebody calls me for a wedding, needing a string quartet or quintet, I ask these students. So I'd like to invite up the Panther Camerata. That's Maddie Sisson on cello, Hannah Morales on viola, Aaron Brem on violin, Jacob Eddy on violin, and William Wiest on violin viola. Please come up and get your certificates. And Brady Connolly, come up. Braden, I have yours here, come up. It was hiding behind Will's, sorry. Okay, our Panther Camerata. Okay, I would also like for our student officers, which I rely on heavily, yeah, that too, heavily to plan things and come up with good ideas for our program. So go ahead and come up, student officers. Braden Connolly, Karina Gutierrez, Brittany Boatman, Aaron Brem, Nolan Stanfield, Angelina Gregg, William Wiest, Lola Flores, Jacob Eddy, and Hector Frausto. Let's give them a hand. I'm actually very proud of how these certificates look up. They're just, sorry, I had to write them. Lola, Jacob. Okay, let's get a picture with our student officers. Yeah, go ahead. And then I have one last group to recognize. I hope they don't mind coming up here. My booster board. Come on, ladies, get up here. Sorry, I have to do this to you. Angelina, where are you? Angelina, get your certificate, sweetie. All right, Miss Debbie Solis, Genevieve Dernan, Lynette Frausto, Cynthia Pritchard, and Kathy Flores. These hold on. These ladies met with me almost once a month. More during our really busy times like spaghetti dinner and banquet. And we had lots of fun. We even meet at Mita's. We make things light and fun. They're all here for the kids, and I could not be more thankful, and I'm going to really miss these ladies. There's a couple of them that are going to be continuing on with us next year, but without these parents and the students that I introduced earlier helping me run the program, things would be so much harder. So I'd like to congratulate these ladies for being such a good support. Okay, a couple of last announcements, and then I'll be quiet and let you hear a beautiful piece at the end. I just want to thank everybody in the audience and family members abroad that helped make our fundraiser successful that we did recently. We raised actually almost $8,000, a little over $8,000, and we profited $6,000. So thank you for your support on that. We were able to cover banquet costs and give it a 4th senior scholarship, and we're going to be set for next year at Orchestra Camp, and I'm even going to get to buy some equipment this summer, so super, super helpful. Thank you. I also want to announce a couple of dates. Please, if you could get out your phone calendars, we have a parent meeting tomorrow. If you're interested in traveling with the orchestra next year to New York City, we have our travel company here tomorrow. Even if you're unsure if you can afford it, if you are interested, I suggest you come because there is a payment plan and financial schedule to help kids be able to go on it. So that's tomorrow at 5:30 in the orchestra room. And I also want you guys to put down the date of our orchestra camp, our welcome back camp. It's really fun, make lots of good memories. On August 14th through the 17th from 1 to 4 p.m. That's August 14th through the 17th from 1 to 4 p.m. If you know any incoming freshmen also, I'll be emailing them, but if you want to help spread the word, that would be great. And then lastly, just some concert special thanks. If you can hold our applause until the end, I'd like to thank our recording parent for always being here to record our concerts and upload them to YouTube, Tracy Rickman. I also want to thank any administrator that's here in attendance. They have to give up so many nights of their lives to be here to support us. I also want to thank Karina and Brittany for creating the senior slideshow, our stage crew for helping tear down everything this evening. Thank you for your efforts all year long in helping us with that. Our theater tech crew, you guys never get to see them, but they're back there in the booth. No matter what, there is always 1 to 3 students here to help at every single event, so I want to make sure they feel loved. And one last person I want to thank is Mr. Jung. Come out here, Mr. Jung. Where is he? There he is. So, Mr. Jung, we unfortunately have to share with Brandeis, so we don't get him full time. But we do get him half-time, and the time that he's here, he helps so much and works with the kids, and he did so much, especially while I was gone. So this tonight would not be as smooth and as good without Mr. Jung, so I would like to thank him. Okay, so I think that does it. I'm going to wheel myself back to the conductor's podium, and we will end with Beauty and the Beast. Thank you guys again for coming tonight. We will have cookies and cupcakes, so please stay and enjoy.